Hey there to all the dog lovers in Torrance. If you've ever wished you had a dog who could just, handle city life with you happily and without stress, then you're in the right place. We're going to walk through a really practical guide to finding the right dog trainer for you and your pup.
So really, the big question is, how do you help your dog feel confident and well-behaved around here? With all the energy of the South Bay, it's a lot. And it goes deeper than just teaching sit or stay. It's really about building a solid foundation of security and trust between you two.
Okay, so what does thriving actually look like here in Torrance? Well, picture it. You're taking a calm walk around the Del Amo Fashion Center. Or maybe you're just chilling on a dog-friendly patio, no drama. You can actually enjoy the beach path without your dog pulling your arm off. Or, hey, what about navigating the weekend farmer's market without a hassle? And, of course, just living peacefully with your neighbors. That's the goal, right?
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. We'll start with what your dog actually needs. Then we'll look at how to find a quality trainer. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of questions to ask and local costs. And finally, we'll talk about some great spots around town to practice.
So first things first, let's figure out what your dog actually needs. It's all about matching the training to your goals. Training isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, right? A brand new little puppy is going to need something totally different from an adult dog who's, let's say, set in their ways.
So what are we working on? Are you looking at puppy training and all that important socialization stuff? Or is it more about basic obedience, getting a solid sit, stay, and come? For a lot of people, it's just leash manners, no more pulling. Or maybe you're dealing with something a bit more complex, like reactivity or separation anxiety. Knowing your main goal is really the best place to start.
All right, next up, where should this training happen? You've got a couple of main options. In-home training is great for those issues that happen, right in your home. Think about barking like crazy when the doorbell rings, or jumping all over guests. The trainer comes to you and sees exactly what's going on. Then there are group classes. These are awesome for socialization and for teaching your dog to focus when other dogs and people are around. It's a controlled way to get them ready for busier places.
Okay, so you've got your goals in mind. Now, how do you find a really good trainer? Let's talk about what to look for in a professional.
Okay, this is probably the most important thing to look for, a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. Seriously, this is all about rewarding your dog for doing the right thing. It builds trust, it works, and it does it without using fear or punishment. You're basically teaching your dog what you do want instead of just yelling at them for what you don't want. It makes a huge difference.
You've probably seen a bunch of letters after a trainer's name and thought, what on earth does that mean? Let's clear it up. First up is CPDTK. Basically, this means the trainer passed a big test on humane training methods and how dogs learn. It's a really good sign that they know their stuff.
Another one you might see is KPACTP. This one's from the Karen Pryor Academy. It means the trainer went through a pretty intense, hands-on program that's all about positive reinforcement. So again, another really great credential to see.
Now, if you're dealing with more complex issues, I'm talking about things like serious anxiety or reactivity, you might want to look for these more advanced certifications. They just show an even deeper level of expertise in dog behavior. You don't need to memorize them, just know they exist for those tougher cases.
All right, now that you know what to look for in a trainer's qualifications, let's get into the practical stuff, vetting your choices, and of course, talking about the budget.
So when you're talking to a potential trainer, think of it like an interview. Here are the key questions you'll want to ask. You definitely want to know about their training methods and credentials, and ask them how they'll make a plan specifically for your dog and your lifestyle here in Torrance. Also, it's good to know how you'll track progress and, of course, get all the costs and policies right up front. Okay, let's talk about money. What should you expect to pay? Here's a look at what most dog owners in Torrance are paying for training in 2025. So as you can see, the costs can vary quite a bit. Puppy classes for a few weeks might run you a couple $100s. Private, one-on-one lessons are usually charged by the hour. Then you have things like in-home packages with multiple visits, or even board and train programs where your dog stays with the trainer. Those are bigger investments, for sure. But this should give you a general idea of what to budget for. All right, this is the fun part. All that training you're doing isn't just for your living room. The whole point is to take those new skills out into the real world. And we're going to talk about some great places around town to do just that. Okay, looking for places to practice? If you're working on recall, getting your dog to come back to you, a fenced-in spot like Columbia Park or Dominguez Park is perfect. Want to practice those leash skills with lots of distractions? Try Torrance Beach during the dog-friendly hours. And hey, for a real challenge with focus, the outdoor parts of the Del Amo Fashion Center are a great training ground.
And just a quick but really important reminder when you're out and about, remember Torrance's leash law. Your dog has to be on a 6-foot leash in all public spots, unless you're in a designated dog park. It just helps keep everyone, and every dog, safe.
So what's the first thing you want to do? What's that first skill you want to practice with your dog around town? Maybe it's that loose leash walk on the beach path or just sitting calmly at a cafe. Whatever your goal is, I hope this has helped you feel ready to get started. Training your dog really is one of the most rewarding things you can do, and having that well-behaved buddy with you just makes enjoying everything Torrance has to offer so much better. I wish you the best of luck.